I just put C. Maybe I should put A now. Yeah, that's good.
It is common for students to become overly stressed during intense standardized testing, resulting in test scores lower than their performance level. In an article written by parents across America, research provided that over 33% of students in elementary and secondary school experience testing anxiety.
Another F again, Nicole. Hello, Mrs. Gagnon. This is Nicole's math teacher. I was wondering if you'd be able to come in for a parent-teacher conference sometime tonight? 7 o'clock? Alright, I'll see you then. Bye. Hello, Miss Gagnon.
Hello, Mr. Ding.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, why am I here exactly?
I brought you in to talk about your daughter's failing grade in my classroom.
My daughter failing? Are you kidding me? This is not her fault. This is your fault. There have been several reform movements by the government that make sure you, the teacher, is evaluated for the student performances. In fact, in an article right here, the Race to the Top initiative has given large federal grants to 18 states and to the District of Columbia in condition they put in place these systems. Secretary Duncan has approved waivers of key provisions of the No Child Left Behind Act for 39 states and the District of Columbia. They all agreed, among other conditions, to measure teacher performance based on the student test scores.
I understand that. However, I am not the sole individual responsible for the students' performance. An article from educationpost.org lists the amount of people involved in the student's educational life, which includes me, the teacher, you, the parent, the principal, school district, states, and many more. In an online debate regarding whether or not teachers should be responsible, 69% of voters said no, and many of the reasoning was because parents play a big role in the student's education, more so than the teacher. Out of the womb, the first word one hears comes from his or her parents. In fact, research conducted by professionals in developmental psychology at the University of Harvard have found that parents should not use baby talk with their young children, as it can cause issues in linguistical development later on. And all of this occurs long before students even know what a school is. Teachers do their best by educating students in a specific subject during school time, but they cannot be held accountable for what goes on at home.
Well, regardless of who raises the child at home, you are the one who makes the test nearly impossible.
That's simply not true. As seen in an article by the Huffington Post, tests used for student accountability, both standardized and state, are designed in a way that ignores some types of student achievement and some student characteristics. These tests are constructed to determine differences in achievement between students. If most students answer a question correctly, that question is simply dropped, and student achievement of the knowledge or skills embodied in that question is not measured. These tests are also very culturally biased, so that students from families with greater educational attainment or higher incomes are more likely to answer certain questions correctly. In addition, these tests do not take into account differences among individuals in their inherent ability, so that a very intellectually gifted student, for example, may score very high on a test regardless of the effectiveness of their teacher.
But isn't it the teacher's responsibility to make sure the students are ready for their test on test day?
The second major issue is that current tests are not instructionally sensitive. In other words, they do not differentiate well between students who are taught effectively and those who are taught poorly, so that student performance on the test does not accurately reflect the quality of instruction provided by the teachers to help students master what is being tested.
So what's the solution to all of this?
Instead of solely relying on test scores to evaluate teachers, there should be a wide range of educational criteria. An important factor teachers need to be tested on is the overall well-being of their students. In fact, author Victor Lana brings up a question that can be asked while having a full evaluation of a teacher, such as what has the child accomplished throughout the classroom, and is there a portfolio of his or her work throughout the year? Not only do these questions bring up new ideas as a way of evaluating teachers, but they also bring into question the efficiency of a child's education. One part would definitely have to be the growth of the student academically. This justifies how good or bad a teacher is based on how much the students have grown. Another part would be how much the student has grown in areas of emotion, psychological, and social aspects.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for bringing me in today.